Morning has broken like the first morning. I got a white dog. She looks like mud. I got a cookie for you. You want that? You want that? Good girl. Take that. Morning, everybody. I think I might have started the broadcast a few minutes early just because I am up and having my coffee, and it is a beautiful day. So I thought I would come on outside and sip on my coffee for a few minutes. Desert Adventures in Arizona. Good morning. I actually have my chickens got properly shut in last night, so I'm going to go out and let them out in a few minutes. How are you doing today? Hey, Anita. Thanks for coming in. I am actually using StreamYard this morning. And so if anybody would like to come up, I will actually post a link. Let me see if I can do this. This is an experiment to try to use this on my phone because Brockton told me how. So I thought that was pretty cool. Let's see. Ah, I got a cat trying to attack. This is Smudge. Anita, you have always had your kitties on screen, and I'm in my office. I never do. So today you get to see kitties. Yay. Let's see if I can do this. Invite. Copy. Hey, AJ, thanks for coming. I appreciate that. And it looks like it does not let me post on this thing. Let me go over to YouTube real quick. And then I will. Oh, yeah, it is working. Yay. And we got Spot, too. Spot decided to join. And I got my coffee. I have actually put it in a Go Cup this morning so the cats can't drink out of it. Let's see, and this way, yeah, this is actually working. StreamYard is letting me see the comments and stuff on live chat without having it go away every 2 minutes. So that's cool. I just don't know if I can get it to grow size of screen. I think I might be stuck there. So we're gonna go grab some food and go and feed everyone. Morning, Bob. Bob. He actually was originally, I got 3 kitties and named them Bippity, Boppity, and Boo. Back in range. We'll see if StreamYard actually lets us walk around. YouTube does. YouTube lets us walk around all we want. But I think what I'm going to do, just to be on the safe side, I think I'm going to prop you guys up over in the chicken yard and we'll run in the barn real quick since it's metal. And then we will be good to go. Let's see. They are in there just making noises and dying to get out. We have got my Go Cup this morning. We're going to do a quick prop here. I'll be right back. I'm going to grab some food. Hey guys, sorry about that. I'm back. Guess we are out of DDG, so had to grab them some corn cobs this morning and some sunflower seeds. And I'm going to leave you guys propped up for a minute, and that way I can let them in. I think you guys got a good view of the chicken stampede. Did you guys get a good enough view of the chicken stampede? I'm back, and only just a little dirty from climbing through the barn. So these guys, I'm going to have to check the barn, see if I have any bags of DDG. And if not, I'm going to have to get all of our little containers together and have them go with my husband to work tomorrow. Because I think we're running seriously short on the DDG today. So I wanted to go check the back pen and see how my juveniles are doing. I did throw some corn to the mama. See if she's still even in here. She flew the coop yesterday, and I had to go get. I actually had to go get the little chick and put him out too. So he's with his mama, and it looks like little chick didn't make it, so that's not cool. Let's see if mama's even in here. What's going on here? Hi, babies. This is my one lonely chicken. She gets picked on by all the other chickens, so I have her over here. Yep, I think the mama flew the coop, and that's why the chick didn't make it. He didn't have his mama take care of it. Oh, here's mama. And I thought she had a brown chick. I'm not quite sure what's going on with that. Oh no, see? That one does have a brown chick. The other one that didn't make it must be from the other chicks. We'll have to take her out. Here, I put some corn down for you, baby. We'll take her out in a little bit. But, yeah, I've got chicks in the brooder, and that must be one that got out. I don't know. It's kind of weird. I'm not sure where that one's from. This one's one of my little Americanas. And that is Tizzy, and she's late to the party. And there's actually a couple still up there that have not decided to come down yet, which is funny because they're watching this one eat right in front of them. And how is everybody doing this morning? What's the sound? I got a kitty cat right here. She's using that as a scratching post. I'm gonna put my coffee down for a second. I want to look in the brooder and see how the other chicks are doing here. I should put the mama hen into the brooder with my clearance chicks because she wasn't really taking care of her chicks very good out here. 3 of them were down off the nest and peeping like you wouldn't believe, and she wasn't going down to protect them. So we ended up putting everybody in here. Oh, and look at that. Looks like she's doing just an okay job there. Got one. Looks like she's having a little bit of an issue. She looks cold. So let me see if I can't get her revived here. I gotta put you guys down again. I'm sorry, but I gotta grab this chick and see if we can't rescue her. It's just gonna be one of those mornings around the farm, I guess. We're having all sorts of weird little issues. But I'm gonna put you guys right here with my coffee for just a sec, and I'll be right back. Alright guys, this is the little baby chick, and he's laying down like he didn't care about life, but the minute I picked him up he seems a lot better. So I am going to run him upstairs real quick and put him under a heat lamp and see if I can get him to want to live. And I'll be back in just a sec. All right. Sorry about that. I'm back. That one little chicken, we had 3 of them in a brooder with our discount chicks. There's 9 in all there. And for some reason, there was one of them was just kind of laying on its side and wasn't really all that interested in participating in life. So I took him upstairs, and I just noticed a little hole right there. I gotta fix. The kittens run in and out into the juvenile pen through there, but that also means that juveniles could get out, and we don't really want that. Hi, buddies. I brought them some leftover salad. These guys free range too. They're not entirely dependent on us feeding them. But chickens like to eat anything and everything, basically. You know, we do give them scraps, table scraps, or if you have any vegetables that, like leftover vegetables, I have some leftover peas I might bring later. Put that there. Yeah, see how these guys are doing. Most of them have come out already. I got a couple still are in their little deal. Oh, look, she's late to the party. Only just decided to come down well after all the food's gone. So these guys are picking and scratching, learning their stuff too. I actually bring them dried mealworms as well, especially for the turkeys. You want to give them a little more protein, and that's a way to boost their protein feed. So that's what that's about. And there's our other mama hen. I don't know if you guys can see her or not. She's actually sitting with her chick underneath her, keeping it warm, which is cool. Hey guys, if you're watching, please feel free to make a comment and chat and say good morning to everybody. I do make people moderators on the channel so you can share your links. I was going to show you guys real quick. I have one more hen that decided to get clucky, and so I am going to let her have a batch of chicks. And you can see when they get clucky, they get yeah. That's what it sounds like when they're clucky. They get all concerned. I know. I'm not going to mess with you. I think we better leave her alone. She's going to peck my face off if I stay. You peck? Yeah. All right. We won't bug her. I always think they're funny when they get that way. Here's my turkey. She just came back in because she saw I was inside. She'll come back out. Come on, let's go. Come on, you gotta come out. No, she's gonna hang out for a minute. If she knew I had food on me, she'd be out in a second. And my ducks. They're snooty. Whenever I come around, they pretty much, they like to just walk away. When they were smaller, I'd go in the barn. They'd take one look at me, and they would go and run to the corner and look at me and chat with each other. It was like they were talking about me behind my back. Yeah. That's Big Red. He wants to be dominant rooster. My actual dominant rooster is Dash over there. And he is like, I think he's 4 years old. We've had him for a long time, actually. And then this white rooster is also pretty cool. I think I have like at least 4, maybe 5 roosters. And it's just a few too many. for the size of our flock. But since I just added more chicks to our flock, it should even out. So we have, I think we have like 40 chickens out here. And we have 40 chickens, which means we should have 4 roosters. And I think we might still have 5 if I do the count. Sometimes they sort of hide among the chickens. It's hard to tell for sure. But I'm pretty sure I have 5 roosters. I might just have 4. Oh, something's going on. Bella's on the move. And I'm willing to bet she is barking at a deer. Let's see if we can see it out in the field. She does also chase coyotes and stuff, but right now she's not being super, like she's not really going after it. She's just making sounds. And if she's just making sounds, I think that she's just saying, hey, there's something out there. Hey, Bella, what you got? What you got, girl? Yeah, I don't see any deer out today. Yeah, take a little walk around the backyard. Maybe there's one over there. And we'll have to just keep an eye on the internet and make sure I still got signal. Sometimes if we go down to the edges of the farm, the internet starts to fail. So you guys have to tell me if you are lagging at all. And I'm going to switch back and forth here just a second. Oh, look at this. I got all sorts of chat over on my YouTube. Show well. And there, now you guys can see me, right? Yeah, for some reason, the StreamYard does not want to show me, just doesn't want to show me the live chat. So I have to pick between whether I can see the live chat. I think if I toggle out of StreamYard, that's when you lose me, but we'll find out here in a minute. I'm still in StreamYard, and it looks like now we don't have the issue with having losing me. So that's cool. Only reason I'm going over here, I thought maybe if we go out here, we might see a deer because we have, there was a mama deer over here in the corner the past couple of days. So I haven't gone way over where she is usually. And I think if I go over there, she might pop up. Yeah, if I switch over back to There we go. And I gotta change the camera. Settings, camera, back camera. Camera. There. Sorry about that. Can you guys hear me okay? So I had to restart StreamYard because it said it couldn't hear my mic. Hey, Canadian Dirt Diggers in the house. Thanks for joining. And Beverly Smith is here. Good morning, Beverly. How are you today? Somehow restarting StreamYard also gets me so that I can actually see the chat again. So that's cool. I don't know. I don't see any deer on this back patio today. And I'm afraid if I keep going out that way, I might lose you guys because it said I got a mic, a thing where the mic wouldn't work. When I got too far out, it said the browser lost connection with my microphone. So I'm going to assume that has something to do with how good my internet is over here. I suppose I should do is I should put a repeater up in the tower in the barn. Because if I have a repeater up there, it should be, you'd think that would broadcast all over around here, right? One of these days, I might actually go up, climb up to the tower so you guys can see the 360 of this place because it's really cool up there. My husband built that as a lookout and it's kind of his little man cave, but it's kind of cool. You can go up there and if the dog runs off, the dog stays in the yard unless both dogs are out. If both dogs are out, they run away giggling. And if you are missing the dogs, you can go up in the tower and you can look around for 5 miles every direction, basically, and figure out where they are. And it works great, except in the wintertime, because I have a white dog. And finding a white dog moving around in white snow is not exactly the easiest. Hey, Tom Riley's here. Thanks for joining. I am going to, I'm not going to toggle back to YouTube because I have, seems like I lose you guys if I go out of StreamYard. So we are going to hang out and actually, oh, here comes Bippity. We are going to hang out and find a place to sit and chill and drink my coffee because I'm still on my first cup of coffee this morning. Yeah, I like my chickens too. They're awesome. They make us eggs and they're funny. And they also do a good job of keeping the pests down around like when the grasshoppers are out, they run out and eat the grasshoppers. It's really funny watching them chase them. And they're supposed to keep the tick population down too. I don't know how good a job they're doing, but I have to say, except if I go on the back row. Oh, yuck. Today they're having tater tot hot dish for lunch at the senior center. My son's grandma just texted me because he's going to go visit her today, and I am going to go to a ghost town. It's been gone now since 1976, and all there is left are foundations. But the town is actually not very old. I think it was established in around 1902, something like that. So it was only around for like a little over 75 years. So I'm not sure what all we're going to be able to find there, but I figured it would be fun. I finally managed to get a hold of the guy that owns that property the other day, and I asked him if I could go detecting there, and he said yes. So I'm excited. I'm going to drop my son off over at his grandma's, and I'm going to go play. This is our garden. We have flags denoting everything that is growing, and we have a whole area here we forgot to plant. So I don't know if I should go grab some cucumbers at the greenery real quick, put them in. I think I still have a few plants inside in my AeroGarden that I sprouted them and they're just not big enough to be outdoor hardy yet. I think I have like 3 peppers. I have 3 peppers and a tomato for sure in there. So maybe we'll just put them in the empty zone. But That was kind of a major fail because I thought I had brought enough potatoes out to fill the rest of the thing, and we put all the potato plants in that middle area, and the this area just, yeah, it's naked. I don't know. So I need to do that. I could put more tomatoes down, but I think I have like 13 plants already, and I'm like the only person in our house that eats tomatoes. So I think I got plenty. Let's go look on the other side, see if there's any deer. Oh, Bella, you want to go in? You can go in your barn? Bella wants in. She runs all night, and then in the morning when I come out, I let her in, and she eats and hangs out for just a little bit, and then she jumps the fence and comes back out. So that's her daily routine. But she's always in a big hurry to come in the morning so she can grab a bite. There we go. Hey, Jax. That's Jax, my husband's hunting dog. Not coming out. No, you're not. I'm going to grab them some food real quick. Yes, you do. You guys are hungry, huh? Yes, you are. This dog eats like a bag of food a week, I swear. There you go. You got 3, okay? All right, you're welcome. Let's get water. You're good. You can hang out. All right. There we go. I forget where I left my coffee. So yeah, Desert Adventures in Arizona. I think it will be interesting. I don't know if we're going to be able to see much there, but I am going to go exploring there later today. It's really out in the country to a point where you lose internet signal. Otherwise, I would live stream the first exploration because if I have enough signal to do it, I think it'd be fun. I do fear that place will probably be knee deep in weeds. I don't know. I forgot to ask the guy if he actually, I don't know if he hays it or not. And if he does, if it's really tall, I might give him a call back and just check and see if he hays it. Because that'd be helpful. I actually have, I went back to the churchyard permission yesterday and just to see if they had mowed it yet, and they haven't. And I am pretty much at this point trying to stick to places that are a little bit shorter, because if you go into these places that you're knee deep in ticks, you are going to get ticks. So we're starting to get into that fun season where you get all the ticks are out, all the mosquitoes are out, everybody is, you go to these little towns and it's like these mosquitoes haven't seen a human in so long, they just swarm you. So I actually do have to pull out the DEET too and see if I can't, I'm going to see if I can't like armor up before I go out there. But yeah, I was out yesterday. I went to this really neat property on a lake, and when I pulled up, the mosquitoes swarmed the car. And my son was with me, and he's all like, no, don't leave the window after a little while. And he ended up coming out and hanging out under a tree, overlooking the lake and reading while I was detecting. But it was such a neat property. Apparently, it used to be part of a church camp or something, or a retreat. And so I actually did, I think it was built like in the late 60s, possibly early 70s. I did a lot of walking around exploring the property, but when I was doing the detecting, I wasn't finding anything. I think the oldest coin I found was like a 1960 penny. Pardon me. And so I didn't find anything really truly amazing from a detecting standpoint, but I found like they had this altar. They had this like little like covered carport area with a barbecue grill. I went in there to check it out because it had a dirt floor, and I thought, oh, I'll detect in here, right? And I noticed at the end of the one end of the thing facing the lake, there was what looked like an altar. And I was like, oh, this is different. I was like, why would you have an altar in here? And and then I noticed they had these little stands on either side, and they had little memorial plaques on these stands. And one of them had been donated by some conservation group or something, but the other one said in memory of someone. I don't know. I did take pictures of these. So I was like, okay, that's weird. That's different. And it wasn't until I was in there for a little bit that I noticed that they had on every pillar inside this covered area, on every pillar, there was a picture of Jesus, and they had the numbers 1 through 13 on them, or 1 through 14. And what it was is they actually had the Stations of the Cross were on the pillars inside this thing, and the altar must have been where they did little covered outdoor masses at some point. And so then I was walking around there, and I found this little hidden garden that had kind of a center area with stonework. And along the side, there was this little area that had a flat flagstone stone that looked like it probably had a statue at one point there. I'm guessing it probably had a Virgin Mary statue. And I found another memorial plaque over in that area too. So this was like a really neat little spiritual retreat that they built back in the late 60s or early 70s. And it was, for anybody who wants to find out more about it, it was actually called the Rainbow Lodge back in the day, because I found a bench that said that. Good morning, Brad. Hey, thanks for joining. Appreciate it. We're just chilling on my porch this morning. I already went around, fed the chickens, and we are just chilling out, having a little cup of coffee here. I was smart. I brought my Go Cup so my coffee would not get cold, and so the cats would not try to drink it. Hey, Clark's Cove is in the house. Clark's Cove just hit 1,000 subscribers, which is really exciting. If you haven't checked out their channel, please go over there, check it out and stuff. They're back east, I think, at the place called Clark's Cove. I'm not sure what state you guys are in. I'm sorry. I kind of get my states back east very mixed up, because we didn't really have to learn that in school. I grew up in California, and we really never had to learn U.S. geography other than, figuring out the states that are near us. So, and knowing which the 13 original states were. That was about it. This is public school education at its finest. But definitely go check out the channel. Clark's Cove, do you have a Blue Wrench already? Because if you do, please post West Virginia. See, I would not have guessed that. That is really cool, actually. I think West Virginia is one of the most beautiful areas. They've got so many nice, pockets of not civilization out there. That's just beautiful. Do you have a Blue Wrench already? Because if so, I'd like you to go ahead and post a link to your channel. Everybody here is encouraged to share their channels and any news they have with their channels in chat. Every time I do a chat, it's not just about showing you guys that I got a farm, because that's, in and of itself is not that interesting. It's just, it's a way to come out and chill. And I'd like everybody to get to know each other and share links and go visit each other and watch and like and comment on videos. And what that does, not only does it help the creators when you visit them, but it actually helps your channel too. And the way that helps your channel is that if you are active on YouTube and you are going to other sites that you're interested in, if you're going to other channels you're interested in, and you're watching the videos and commenting on them, you are finding people that are of like mind, that have the same interests that you do. And you'll find that other people will visit your channel because they saw something you said in somebody else's chat. And I think that's, by and large, how I'm growing these days. It's pretty organic overall. But I go to the channels that interest me. And if I like what I see, I always try to make a comment. And I try to give them some support. I also, and this is something that I've been doing lately, is if I notice somebody is live streaming, I'll pop in and just to show a little support. always stay for the whole live stream, but I do pop in, I give them a like, I comment a thing or two, and it's just a way to let them know that, they're not just talking to themselves. So I really appreciate you guys coming today. It's nice that I'm, not throwing a party and having nobody show up, because that would be awful. But yeah, I'm basically just, getting started with my day here. I'm on Central Time, so it is, I don't know, about 8:30 maybe, something like that. And this is how I start every day, actually. I get the coffee going. I take care of my chicken chores. I sometimes hop on YouTube and see what's going on in the world. Haven't done that yet this morning, but I do try to hop on and see if there's any news overnight I should be concerned about. um, and at this point, the Ukrainian stuff is. It seems like they're pretty much posting the same information day after day on what's going on with that thing. It's just going to turn into this long, drawn out conflict that they keep. The mainstream media, especially, is really trying to drag us into a world war. And, I've been kind of keeping an eye on that, keeping an eye on what's going on with China, Taiwan. And, before, like when they first started having COVID show up, and I know you're not supposed to talk about COVID, right? But when they first started having news of that show up in China back in like January of 2020, I was watching a lot of that to see where it was spreading and where it was going, because I was pretty sure it was going to turn into an issue. And so we were kind of watching that early before they started really raising the panic flags, and before they closed the travel, international travel, they were letting anybody go anywhere with it, and see how that worked. Let's see, I did some detecting on our property here. I will definitely check that out, Desert Adventures in Arizona. I can't click on your link when I'm in StreamYard, but since we are using StreamYard, your link will stay, which is good. And I will definitely check that out later. I love Arizona, especially when it's winter here. A lot of people I know snowbird. This is Spot. Spot came over to say hello. Hi, Bobby. What you doing? I think Spot is a boy, and I'm not entirely sure, but I kind of think he's got a pair. So, nope, nope, no climbing on me. Nope, we're not climbing on me this morning. No, we're not. Whenever I sit down in this bench, all the animals consider that to be an open invitation to come over. And I don't know if you guys know this or not. Who here has cats? But whenever you are talking on the phone, cats are not aware of that you're talking to somebody else. They think that you're talking to them. So right now, since I'm talking to YouTube, Spot probably thinks I was talking to him this whole time, which is why he came over. Yay, big sip of coffee this morning. Oh, look at this. Can You Dig It just popped up as one of my notifications. So he must be streaming. I have my YouTube notifications pop up on my phone as I'm talking. And that's the other thing I do in the morning when I'm when I'm first having my coffee and waking up. Oftentimes I will go and do my little tour of everybody else who's detecting and see what's going on, and try to give our treasure community. We're gonna take a walk out to the dog barn. As you can see, Bella let herself out already. Hi, baby. So she was about to make a beeline over to the bench to put her giant muddy head in my lap. But I want to go see how my trees are doing. You guys can come too. Oh, hey, Brad. Thanks for coming. Well, sure. I appreciate support. If you guys could do me a favor and smash that like button, that always helps with the YouTube algorithm. I have people that come in and join for the morning chats, but this thing stays on, and I do have people who watch it at different times of the day as well. So it's, I don't know, it's just something I do. Usually I watch YouTube on my TV, And when you have it hooked to your phone, you can queue up videos. And so I will sit there when I am in my living room, I will queue up a whole bunch of videos and just let them run. And then if I need to step outside, do laundry or do a chore, I still leave it running. And what that does is it helps other creators with their watch hours as well. These are our trees. This one, I believe, is a pear tree, and it's a stick. I know that. It's hey, I am Zaxxon. Thanks for coming. This is something I got from Arbor Day Foundation, and it was really weird. My Verizon thing, every month you get a reward, and usually, I just get a $3 Amazon gift card from them. But they said this thing is said, oh well, you get a tree, and I was like, okay. So I clicked on that for my reward, and I didn't realize they meant get a tree. We'll plant it in your honor, but you don't get to actually get the tree, right? And so then I was looking around their site, and they had this deal where they had you could get 10 shade trees for like $1 or something, or $10. I think maybe it was $10. You got 10 shade trees for $10, so $1 a tree. And I was like, a buck a tree, that's a good deal. So I went ahead and I joined Arbor Day Foundation and ordered the 10 trees, right? And then they were, the way websites upsell you. So then they went into this thing where you get these fruit trees, and I think these things were like, I don't know, they were either $5 or $10 each. And so I ordered these fruit trees too, and I got a pear and an apple and some other trees. That is a red maple tree that came for free with my fruit trees, and I don't know why it ended up in this row, because those two trees down on the end are pear trees, and I wanted a cherry. Oh, I got a cherry tree too. I wanted a cherry tree to go live with my pear trees, but instead my husband put a red maple here. So it'll be interesting. It'll be really pretty in the fall when it changes color. Oh, look, it says rain will begin around 8:46 a.m., continuing on and off for the next half hour. I think it's now because I just felt a drop, but it doesn't look like, if you look at the sky, that does not look like rain. That looks like it's just gonna dribble a little bit. No big deal. But yeah, these guys, I believe these are both pear trees. I could be wrong. One could be an apple tree. But this one's got blossoms on it, so we're going to get some stuff. And this one looks like we got nothing this year. And yeah, most of these fruit trees, they make fruit every other year. Actually, this one does have like a tiny little bit right there. And I got a cat right underfoot. I almost stepped on her. So she's walking with me. But yeah, when I ordered these trees, they sent me these sticks, right? And so, we put them in the ground, and hopefully they'll take and they will do their I'm running out of range. Okay, in range. Let's see if I can keep you guys. Yeah, okay. That was weird. For just a second, it was not, the thing was spinning like it wasn't in range. These little red flags here are all shade trees that the Arbor Day Foundation sent. And my husband had not a lot of confidence they're going to do anything. So he put them along the fence here, kind of really close to the fence. So if they do something, I think they're going to crowd this fence. But I don't know. If they do, we could maybe move the fence out and have them all be inside of the dog area, so the dogs get shade, which would be cool. And yeah, there's just like a new little tree row. My husband, whenever a tree pops up, trees make other trees, right? And when there's a little baby tree that pops up in our yard, he always flags it, and then he transplants them. So he's got trees planted all the way down here, and he's just got them going all the way down this way as well. And that's the flag is where he's put a new tree in. He puts the flags up so that nobody mows them over. Let's see, I'm going to toggle back to YouTube for just a second because I don't get. And I do apologize. It seems like it's There. Is that any better? Oh, let me change the camera over. Settings, camera, back camera. There. Is that any better? Sorry about that. This happens. Apparently, it loses microphone if you walk too far away from the router. Let's see if I'm coming up here. You know, I figure we only have a limited time that this is even going to work, and one of these days, power's going out, and that'll be it for watching YouTube. But for now, we do what we can, right? And certainly, it's fun for me especially when I'm detecting. I really like to video my stuff and share it because it just makes it more fun all around. I'm going to come onto the porch here for a sec and have a seat and see if that makes White Dog decide she's going to come up. Yeah, see? I come up and the dog has to come over for pets. Good girl. And this is why I call her my emotional support dog. When I first met her at the Humane Society, I sat down and this is the first thing she did. She came over and put her giant head in my lap, and it's her way of giving a doggy hug. So she's a sweet girl. She's also wet already. So it looks like we are getting a little rain today. But hopefully it'll blow through and we'll be able to go detecting here in a little bit. I really can't complain too much about the rain because the farmers need it out here. And we are actually fortunate. When it rains a little bit here, it makes the ground beautiful for detecting. So it helps anyway. Yes, she is a sweet girl. This is Bella. When she was at the Humane Society, they named her Jet. And I thought that was a weird name for a white dog. Like, if I had a Newfoundland or Newfie, I would name it Jet because it'd be jet black, right? But this one, I mean, her name when she was at before we adopted her, she probably was called like Snowball or something. I have no idea what her name was. And she answers to Bella, don't you, baby? Yes, and she's all over me, which is cool because then, any ticks that are on her can climb right onto me. So that's really awesome. Hey, you got to cut it out. Go lay down. Go on, you go lay down. Okay, sit then. Good girl. She's just being right on top of me. And now she's going to put her giant muddy paw on me because I'm not petting her enough. I think, when I'm talking to YouTube, she also thinks I'm talking to her. Pretty sure. Well, this is Gracie. She is our oldest cat on the farm right now. She is our matriarch, and I think she is 4 years old. Farm kitties don't live a long time compared to indoor kitties. Indoor kitties, you can have an indoor kitty for 12 or 13 years, even longer. But farm kitties, they're lucky if they make it to 8 or 10. They're not generally as long lived. But she's a good girl. She's a good mom, actually. So she is actually the mom to Spot and to Smudge, wherever he is. And we also had a little black and white kitty that was part of that litter, but he used to follow me everywhere. And he followed me through a fence gate one time, and the wind was really strong, and the gate blew shut, and he got caught in the middle of it. So that was really sad. I liked him. We had an indoor cat live to be 20 years old. Wow, that is a long time. I think the longest lived pet I had a Schipperke. I don't know if you guys know what that is or not. It's a Belgian boat dog. And he was awesome. He was little, he's like 18 pounds maybe, but he thought he was a big dog. And so he would bark deep and he'd act like just a badass. He was awesome. And he lived to be 16, I think, almost 17. Um, and just died of old age one day as I woke up and went downstairs, and he was just sleeping permanently and in his favorite spot. And so he's a really good dog. I liked him. Bella is currently my favorite dog, and she's got to be just the sweetest thing. I mean, I've never had a dog be this like loving and stuff. Like my dog, he was really smart, but he was my little Skipper Key was really smart, but he was not particularly cuddly. He didn't really like people. He didn't like people to come up and pet him and stuff. I had to teach him a command called "Go say hi." Hey, just be cool. Thanks for coming in. So the command "Go say hi" basically meant stand still and put up with people because he looked a little bit like a potbelly pig, and people would little kids would run up to him and go, "Oh, it's a potbelly pig," and run up and swarm him. And Skipper Keys in general are fear biters, and so I didn't really want him taking off a finger or two. So I taught him to hang out and just say hi was just a command for him to hang out and let them pet him and stuff. And so he knew that. He also had another command called "I still see you," and that was he used to like to stare at me when I was eating, and so I tell him go, and go meant to go means go, right? Hey, go. She doesn't know go. She likes to stay. But when I tell him go, he would back up and like walk 10 feet back and like sit under the coffee table and stare at me some more. And it was just really weird because he would be like, yeah, I went. I'm just gonna come over here now, and he'd go find a new spot, but he'd still be staring at me. And so I tell him go again, and he'd move like another 3 feet over and still be staring at me. So then I would tell him, "I still see you," and "I still see you." He would go out of range. He would basically get out of eyesight when I told him that. So it was kind of he was a really interesting dog. Just be cool. How are things going today? Are you going to go metal detecting or what? I know if you saw, but Desert Adventure says that they're detected and they've got a new video up. Hey, Jenny finds pennies. Hey, Jenny, thanks for joining. I don't know if anybody has checked out Jenny's page, but Jenny, if you have a Blue Ranch, please post your link. What? You want to be petted? Really? We're just on the porch right now because it was raining a little bit, and I think it's still coming down. It looks like. So we are chilling here and having the coffee. Hey, Rob, thanks for coming. Madtown Raid, very good. Teresa Berry, thanks for coming. Appreciate your stopping by. We always appreciate when people come and hang out with us, even if we're not doing anything clever. Yes, this is a GP. I got her from the Humane Society, and I fell in love with her. I saw her. Okay, so every time I go out to Aberdeen, and actually Rob is out in that area, every time I go out there, I go on to the Aberdeen Area Humane Society's website and look to see what dogs they have that are adoptable. It's just a habit of mine. And so we were heading out there for Thanksgiving a couple years back, and I was like, oh, let's just check on the website, see what they've got. And they had this beautiful Great Pyrenees dog there, and they actually had two dogs posted. That one was listed as a Great Pyrenees, the other was listed as a Maremma Shepherd, which basically looks just like a GP, right? And so I dragged my husband and my kid over to this Humane Society to take a look at this dog. And my husband's like, we don't need a dog. But I had just lost my Labradoodle the previous year, and I wanted a dog. And so we went over there. They didn't have any puppies, but they had her. And she is just the sweetest thing. And so I decided, I was convinced that I wanted to bring her home. And convinced my husband that she would make a really great Christmas present. So this was my Christmas present that year. And there were, I think it was like 13 other applications, 12 or 13 other applications for her that same weekend that we were up there. And I was afraid they weren't going to let me have her because everybody wanted her because she's sweet. And we got lucky. We ended up getting her, I think, because we have a farm. And she came from a farmer out in the Aberdeen area, had all his animals confiscated. And he had them confiscated for mistreating, I think, the livestock. But they took his dogs and his cats, everything. And we ended up getting her because I think they decided it'd be best for her to be back on a farm. And they had told me she was the outdoor dog, and that was not right. She said they said one of the dogs was the outdoor dog that lived with the goats and the sheep, and the other dog was the indoor dog that was treated like a princess and was basically, hey, are you the princess? You are. Was basically raised by hand by this farmer and was always treated like a wonderful thing. I'm checking to see if that was a tick. I just pulled either a spot of dirt or a tick off of her. I think that was dirt. Um, so anyway, she turned out the other dog that was there, the Maremma Shepherd, was the one that was locked up with sheep. And when we walked by his kennel, he lunged at it like he was trying to kill us. And we met her. She ran up and put her giant head in my lap. It was just all love. She is all love to everybody who comes over. So we took her home. She's awesome. And yeah, I appreciate you guys coming over from Anita's stream. And Anita's here too. You're awesome. Do you want to come up? I actually posted a link. And if you want to come chat, I will put it back up. Getting wet, muddy paw on me. Here, let me see if I can find the link real quick. Yes. Invite, copy. And let's see if I can figure out. Oh, look at that. I can make comments show up. That's interesting. This is on my phone, so I'm being a little bit retarded here. Know how to use this thing when I'm link up in case anybody would like to come up and there we go. Can you hear me now? Let's see what we got here. Oh, Just Be Cool says they're going to try to go metal detecting today. That's awesome. I'm actually really looking forward to getting out today. Just as soon as my kid wakes up, he's going to go to grandma's. And I actually have to let her know that we're not coming for lunch. I haven't texted her back yet, but apparently they have senior meal in this is a little town, right? And I mean all the towns around here are little towns. And so the senior center in that town is closed, and the serves um, restaurant serves the senior meal. And so I told her, maybe I would go and eat lunch with them. It's kind of a rip because if you're not a senior, you have to pay full price, and the full price is just really high for what you get. Um, but anyway, asked her what they were having, and she texted me a little while ago and said that they're having tater tot hot dish or tater tot casserole. I forget which one she said for lunch today, and I'm just like, I think not, because I don't make tater tot hot dishes around here. I barely make any kind of hot dish, but definitely not tater tots. this is definitely a Midwest thing. And I know Rob's from Aberdeen. He should know Midwest dishes pretty well. But yeah, that's not really the cuisine I'm used to. So anyway, I think I am gonna go and run on inside, and we are going to yeah, we are gonna go and start my day. I'm gonna go refill my coffee. Smudge is in the tree. That's kind of cool. And I'm gonna go refill my coffee and go wake up my son. I got to find a couple sleeping bags for his sleepover at Grandma's house, and get him going so that we can. Yeah, I want to go detecting. I shouldn't be sitting here and hanging out too long. I do appreciate everybody coming today. Thank you for joining. We'll try to do this again tomorrow. So, actually, tomorrow what is today? I think today's Thursday. Tomorrow, I think we're going to go detecting up. We're going to go to a park and a school. And if there is time, I'm going back to the ghost town where I found that eagle button because we only spent maybe an hour or two there the other day. And I'd like to go back and see what else I can find. But today, I'm going to drop off my son at Grandma's. I'm going to head up north, and I'm either going to go back to the Lawrence Welk Park and see what I missed because when I was up there detecting last time, I had my settings on the legend wrong. So I'll either head back up there to check that out, or I'm going to go over to a town that I was telling you guys about earlier that is just foundations. It's been gone since 1976. And I'm afraid it's going to be knee deep in weeds, and you have to hike in about a quarter mile from the road to get to it. But that would be my other option, would be to go over there and check it out. So either way, I'll go somewhere and dig something, I'm sure. And meanwhile, I want to thank you guys for all for coming today, and happy hunting. If you're out, make sure you take your trash, cover your holes, give us all a good name. If you're out magnet fishing, you guys are awesome because you're already cleaning the seas and oceans and waterways and stuff. So I think that's really cool what you guys do. And that's it. Happy hunting and digging out.